This is like only like 1/4 of the show. This is gonna be a great show tonight. Are you guys feeling good? Sorry I made you guys wait in the rain. I apologize. I was gonna go get you guys umbrellas, but then it was time to do the meet and greet. I'm gonna do a few songs for you guys today. Is that cool? Yeah? Well, I'm gonna do like 22 songs for you in like a few hours, but right now I'm gonna do like 2 or 3. Cool? Don't worry about what I'm playing. The song's called Palm Boulevard. I'm on my way home, back where I belong. It's been way too long. I'm on my way. Need to feel real love. Give my mama a hug. Call all my friends up. 'Cause I'm on my way home. The song's called First Flight Home. I hope you still remember what I look like. I haven't seen you in a minute. Last night I had the kind of dream that you just don't want to wake up from. That's 'cause you were in it. So this morning when I woke up, felt more like a nightmare. 'Cause I rolled over and I thought that you'd be right there, but no, I'm just laying here alone on my own, wishing I was on a two. I'm coming home tonight. We'll be back together. This plane gon' fly. I can't predict the weather, but you should know that I'll be on the first flight home. Everybody say, I'll be coming back tonight. Keep your head up to the sky. 'Cause I'll be on the first flight home. I'll be on the first flight home. You guys have been hearing on the radio. The song's called Wait For You. If you know the words, please sing along. Don't run out of patience when I still picture you naked. No lie, no lie. You're sleeping alone but I'm jealous, 'cause I got a space in my bed. It's your size, your size. I think you could use someone like me, but you ain't ready yet. You're scared to love again. I think you could use someone like me. It's killing me inside, but you can take your time. 'Cause I'll wait for you, no matter how long I have to. Yeah, I'll wait for you. And every night I'm hurting, but I know you'll be worth it. So I'll wait. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. I can't wait to play a lot more music for you later. Thank you guys. I love you.
This is Jake Miller's hometown, so there's nothing but good vibes in here tonight, yeah? Sing with me. I've never been the social type, but I talk to myself every night. A million voices in my head scream out the things I should have said. Let me hear you real loud. I'm fucking awkward, but that's obvious. And we get to talking, yeah, but I would just bite my tongue. I can tell you so much, but we both hurt enough. Instead of making you blush, get your mind. See you put your hands up. It doesn't matter what's going on outside. We're all here together right now. That's all that matters, all right? I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Stay night. The long storm seems to freeze my night. These are some things will never change. The long storm seems to sounded good in the last one. I'm gonna need some help for this one, okay? Is there any way we could turn these down just a bit? I just want a little vibe with my people. No? Okay, cool, that's fine. So you guys, make some noise for Kyle. This is one of my best friends. How long have we tried to play?
A little heaven in me is feeling warm, letting me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes.
Magic tonight. Magic. I had a song come out a few days ago. It's one of my favorites. One of the most fun songs I've ever written. It's called Into the World. I was binge watching Netflix like we all do. And there's a show on there called Into the Fucking World. You guys seen it? Love the characters, love what it was about. Got all my thoughts together, wrote down some things how it meant to me, and I went to the studio the next day and we got our song.
When it's the end of the world, when it's the end of the world, when it's the end of the world, you're the only one I want by my side. Hey, here is you, water creeping off the bed, seeping through, loving you all day at the beach. But it's something about your ways that got me weak. It's only not to fall in love, but here I am, coming back to you again. Was not the plan, been coming up for it. What can I say? Young baby, I'll go anywhere you take me. You know it's deep, she said. Keep walking, sleepwalker. Keep walking, sleepwalker.
Fort Lauderdale, it's been a hell of a night. Thank you, thank you.
They're saying that the feeling of your skin locked in my head. Smoke, smoke me broke. I don't care, I'm down for what you want.
Fort Lauderdale, is that how you feel? Put your hands up.
I still got your hand. Hey, you treating me so cold, like someone you don't know. Everybody, I can't just let you go. I thought I'd let you fall enough. Right there in the corner, teasing me. Say, cross your mind. Hey, soon I'll put something in your place.
So I got a new mic. It's gold. It just goes to show you the things that look the best are often the shittiest because this didn't work. So I'm throwing this away. I also think that was God telling me never to miss Passover again, to do a show. How are we feeling for Lauderdale? Can we get some lights? I can't see anything. And can we make the mic a little bit louder, please? Alright, we're getting all the kinks out early. How's everybody feeling? There we go, hello. My name is Jake Miller, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, I saw you guys with umbrellas, that means so much. I don't want to talk too much, let's do some more music. What's up, Fort Lauderdale? How are we feeling tonight? Oh, hello. There's some people out there too. Hello. How are you guys? Are we feeling good up here? How are we feeling down on the floor? Make some noise for Logan Henderson opening up the show tonight. I'm sure most of you guys know this if you follow me, but this is my hometown. This is where I grew up. So, you guys are either not Jewish or really bad Jews because tonight is Passover. And I had a million tweets saying, why did you put your show on Passover? And the answer is I didn't, but I'm sorry. But you were still here. We're gonna have a good time regardless. This is the best Passover ever. I got my friends, I got my family, I got you guys. We got a long night of music. I just want to play a lot of music. Is that okay? Let's go. Well, let's turn the energy up a little bit. This one is called Rumors. Up in the headlines, me and a wifey, with little plastic gun. I don't know where they getting their news, but I'm not mad. Tonight it goes true. Let's start some. I wanna start some. Fall out now. I wanna start some. Come on. The more you get in my head, I don't know where we went so wrong. So many chances that we must have missed, moments that we won't get back. It's not too late to forgive and forget. Don't let that night be our last. Let me hear y'all sing. I've been drinking about you. I still can't let you go. Can we talk like we used to? Are you sleeping alone? Life is complicated, everything is changing. We keep getting older, world is getting colder. I wish I could tell the younger us that growing up is hard, so what's the rush? Cause everything was working, everything was perfect. Let me hear y'all sing! When we were skinny dipping all night underneath the moonlight, smoking in your mom's backyard. While everyone was sleeping, we were in the deep end, feeling like the world was us. And now looking back, we never knew what we had when we were skinny dipping all night underneath the moonlight, smoking in your mom's backyard. So I got a brand new EP out, it's called Based on a True Story. Real quick, before we get into the show, who here has never seen me live before? Okay, I'll get him out. Who here has seen me before? Okay. Well, thank you for coming back. Make some noise if you don't have a fucking clue who I am. It's okay if you don't, that's okay.
I like to know. Maybe I can make you a new fan, and on the drive home, you can listen to me on Spotify and be like, oh, he doesn't suck. Nice to meet you. I hope you like the show. Anyways, my name is Jake Miller. Make some noise for Kevin Smart on the drums and Walter Allen on the bass. I get a lot of tweets and a lot of DMs these days because I just came out with a new album from a lot of new fans saying, I just discovered your music, you're amazing, I just heard you on the radio for the first time, I don't know much about you, and that's really cool. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to all the fans who've been following me since like 2011. This is like my hometown fan base. Like I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for coming back to all these shows, Revolution, the Fillmore, the Culture Club, whatever the venue is. Thank you for coming back every single year. It makes me so happy. And I'm home right now, so I'm just like, I'm in my element. We're gonna have a great night tonight. Next song is for all the Day One fans. We're gonna have to turn it over real quick. Is that cool? Let's do it. Got me feeling like girl, you got me fading like I drank the whole bottle. And she walked in the room looking like a Victoria's Secret model. Put your number in my iPhone and then let me take you home. I swear I think I fell in love with you. Either that or my drinks too strong. Six. This one's also for my day ones. Falling out of the sky. Yeah. I feel so alive. My heart ignites. Wait. Let me hear you. Oh, yeah. And I know that we're still strangers. It's Florida. You should be used to it. So, this next song is one of my favorite songs I've ever made. Do you guys know who John Bellion is? No? Some people like, I don't know what I was talking about. Anyways, that's my favorite artist. That's like my favorite, like since day one. And this next song that I'm gonna play, I was making this song in like 2014 in LA, and he was in the same studio, he was next door, and he walked by while I was making the song. He came in the studio and I'm like, oh shit, you're John Bellion. I played it off like I don't really know who he is, but I was like, oh yeah, I've heard who you are, I think, maybe. But anyways, I knew like every single word of all of his lyrics. But he came in the studio while I was making the song, I played it for him, he gave me the stamp of approval, and he really liked it, and so ever since then, I kind of just like have this weird attachment to this song because like my idol approved it. So it's a really cool feeling when like you learn how to produce music because he was producing music and you kind of follow his direction because what he's doing is so dope. And so I just look up to him so much, and so the fact that he came in my studio room and listened to one of my songs and said this is really dope, I will like never forget that. So I want to play this song and I want to take the energy up even a little bit more. This one's for John Bellion. This is what I need, from left to right, front to back. I need everybody to get down to the floor. Everybody get down low. Get down, get down, get down, get down. 1, 2, 3, come on. They will never understand you when you're lying hard. Yeah, I'm the only one who can love you the way you are. So tear me open, set me free. Cars in my rear view trying to slow me down now. What up with that? I swerve lanes, stick shift, windows down, Tokyo trip shit. I'm getting closer every minute. She keep on sending pictures to my phone like I'm ready, come and get it. I know she wanted, that's why she called it. She got me running. All these other, she craving, waiting for it.
This song means even more tonight than it normally does, because I usually perform this song all over the country, sometimes over the world, and nobody knows what the hell Palm Boulevard is, and nobody can relate to Fort Lauderdale or Weston, but you guys can. So I wrote the street that I grew up on my whole life. It's called Palm Boulevard. I have a little palm tree tattoo right here. Anybody from Weston? Street called Palm Boulevard, and this song is about never forgetting where you're from, never forgetting your roots, never forgetting your best friends. And I live in LA now. It's a hell of a lot different than Fort Lauderdale. And so this song is all about just remembering where I'm from, remembering what's most important, and that's my mom, my dad, my sister, my friends, and you guys. So this song's called Palm Boulevard.
The 12-year-old me was happy, young and free. He went, hey Hollywood, hey Hollywood. Last night I had a dream that the 12-year-old me said, leave Hollywood, 'cause over here life is good. I'm on my way home, back where I belong. It's been way too long. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Real love, if my mama would call all my friends up. I'm on my way, I'm on my way home.
Good? Is it loud? Alright, cool. So, a little backstory. It was my first Jingle Ball that I ever did. It was like 2000. You guys like Jingle Ball? It was Tampa. It wasn't Fort Lauderdale, but anyways. It was my first Jingle Ball. It was like 2014. I was backstage. I was about to go on in an arena. It was like the most scared I've ever been to be on stage. I was like right before Jason Derulo. And I was backstage in an arena with my parents, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared shitless. I'm about to perform in front of like 20,000 people for the first time. So I went in the corner with my guitar, and this was the first song I ever wrote on a guitar. And I made this little guitar lick, I guess because I was nervous. It goes like this. Mom, you remember that? I don't know where you are, but I'm sure she remembers it. I was in the corner, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do, so I just started playing guitar and I made that up. And I'm like, oh shit, that's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna make a song out of that, baby. So I wrote a song, there you are. I wrote a song called Selfish Girls, and
I was gonna write you a love song just the other day. So I sat down and thought real hard, but nothing ever came. Yeah, I took a walk downtown and it hit me like a train. So I grabbed a napkin and started scribbling away. And I was like, uh-oh, sexy can't make up for crazy, no-oh. And girl, you crazy as shit. This song's for selfish girls. They want the whole wide world. They just want everything. And they cry when the sky ain't blue. This song's for selfish girls. They want the whole wide world. I give them everything, and there ain't nothing I can't do.
in my senior year of high school, oh no, it's the golden knife. It's kind of cursed now though. Check, check. Alright, it's back. I'm gonna leave these here as a backup. It does look cool though, right? Alright. So I started making music back when I was like 18 in Kotler, who's somewhere here tonight. Can't really see. My name was Jay Killer, he was Jay Cott, and the whole high school knew us as Jay Killer and Jay Cott, Jay Cott and Jay Killer. That's how we started. I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for that guy right there, so shout out Drew. Just a little backstory. I don't want to talk too much, but this is my hometown, so I like to kind of give you guys the props that you deserve. I was going my entire life in one route. I was studying really hard. I went to college. I didn't go to college. I was studying to go to college. I got into pretty much all the schools that I wanted to go to. I got a 31 on my ACTs. My dad wanted me to be a doctor. Yeah, I was going this way, and then I was about to go to FSU, and like a month before I was, yeah, shout out FSU. A month before I was supposed to start, I pretty much decided I'm not gonna go there and I'm just gonna pursue music. And so I made a crazy decision to turn down all the colleges that I got into and work on music because that's where my passion was. And there was like a year where all my friends went off to college and I stayed at my parents' house and I started making my first few songs. I didn't have any fan base back there. I didn't have anybody following me. I barely had any songs up. But this next song that I'm about to play was one of the first songs I ever made, and it kind of got me my original fan base that allowed me to start touring and really start, pursuing this full time. But more importantly, this song, when I made this song, it kind of opened my eyes to the power of music. Because up until this point, I was just making music as a hobby. I thought it was fun. It was just something for me and my friends to do. But I started making music and I started getting letters from you guys and DMs and mail and Twitter messages, Facebook messages about how my music has helped you guys get through depression and chemotherapy, and my music has stopped people from cutting themselves and all of this crazy stuff that I was foreign to. And so this was the song that kind of opened my eyes to how powerful music could be. And this song is the reason I decided I knew the music industry was for me, and I was gonna make music for the rest of my life. So this song means a lot to me. Light is on, flash is on.
Always there for me. You hold my heartbeat. You are my only friend. Kept you on repeat. I thank God for you every single night. 'Cause believe it or not, you saved my life. I've met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces. I had a million lows and a million more highs. I haven't made a million, but I touched a million lives. Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces. I had a million lows and a million more highs. I haven't made a million, but
It's a brand new song called What If You Fell in Love.
I had a dream you got engaged. Fell to my knees, I couldn't breathe, I was stuck in place.
Lauderdale, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. You guys are amazing. If it was your first show, I hope you had the best time of your life. If you came before, thank you for coming again. I love you guys on the top. I love you guys on the bottom. Thank you so much for supporting me after all these years. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. This my last song. It's called Wait For You. If you know the words, please sing along. This is my new single called Wait For You.
And every night I'm hurting, but I know you'll be worth it. So I'll wait.
Fort Lauderdale, thank you guys so much for coming.
I love you so much, I can't wait to see you next time. If you're Jewish, thank you for skipping Passover for this. I love you guys so much, I'll see you soon. Make some noise for my band. Thank you for coming, thank you for coming. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I see you. Love you, love you, love you. Bye guys, thank you so much.
My hair's not as deflated as I was thinking.
I thought this was kind of
funny.
Oh man, really? In Ale House? Like literally, if Sydney was here, like we would have been there after.
Oh, I know.
You know that. The Ale House Wi-Fi just came up because I've been there too many times.
There's a budget in right there.
Yeah, no, that sounds a little sketchy.
It's for Lauderdale. There's not probably much sketchy
Yeah.
here.
I just feel more comfortable in like a Hampton or whatever because then most of them also have the continental breakfast too.
Yeah,
You know.
And I think one of those was real close too.
But I know in where we got off for Wendy's, there's like a Hampton Inn right there because I've stayed there before for when we've done the when Daddy and I did the Excalibur 10 miler because that's a little bit of a far drive for a run. But no, that was so fun. Like, my hair's not really deflated as curly, but I think it's because I bobby pinned it up with the singular bobby pin, so it's still kind of curly. I am a sweaty mess
I
though.
must say, you did put on a good show.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
you're a fan.
Yeah.
Yay.
I have to get more songs. 'cause
Yeah, you have to get more
I was
songs.
like,
There were some,
about 5 maybe.
there were some I was like, wait, she doesn't know this one, and I was like, heck yeah.
I'm like, oh, I knew that one. I've heard that one. No.
Yeah. So, I know, like, on your thing, you didn't have Selfish Girls, which is a funny song.
I liked it. I was like, I think I like him already.
I know you didn't have Lionheart or Yellow Lights or Dazed and Confused, but all of those were on the one EP that didn't load on your phone.
We could see if they would load that. No.
No, it's okay.
And I was right next to the bass guitarist the whole time.
Oh, before?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's hysterical. His parents weren't too far off from where you were standing.
I know.
And they were kind of behind where I was too. I was like, oh, I bet they probably saw my jacket at points, you know? No, it was funny during the meet and greet, like after. So with meet and greet, like I saw people, and I'll have to see how it came out. I did the little test trick where you actually hit screen record before you hand off your camera, and you should get your video too with your. Literally like after fine before it I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening right now kind of thing. And I was like, oh, gotta make sure he sees the jacket or whatever. After it I was shaking. I was like, I wasn't shaking before, I'm shaking after I met him. I'm like, what the heck? But no, when I showed the jacket kind of thing and he was talking, he was like, did you make this? I was like, yeah. He's like, I've had people do this for like Silver Lining, which was the last album kind of thing. But it's like, I haven't seen anyone do it for this one yet, and so it's like, yay. The first one for this one. Plus, he's seen it on Twitter, which there was a few people who came up to me and were like, oh, I saw that on jacket on Twitter kind of thing. I was like, thanks. He's like, has he seen it before? I was like, no, only on Twitter. So that was kind of fun. But no, I'm hopeful with him taking a picture, whether that'll go on his story or whatever. But like his like camera guy like filming my jacket, I'm like, please let that be in the concert re-wrap for Fort Lauderdale, because then I can be like commenting like, hey, yay, my jacket made it or something like that. Okay, editing Sam here. We're gonna make this real quick and real quiet because it's late at night. Yes, that did happen. My jacket did get included in the Fort Lauderdale screen recording, not for screen recording, tour re-wrap. I screen recorded it and I'm gonna add it in now.
Skinny dipping all night underneath the moonlight, smoking in your mom's backyard.
I saw it. Okay. Does yours have a number on it?
Yeah, it has 6. I think it's the 6th show of tour, if I'm not mistaken.
I was trying to see if other people have different numbers.
Every number I saw was 6, so I feel like they might be the like tour stop, you know?
Yep.